C# code is organized into classes which can have properties, methods, and events. Classes can be thought of as templates from which any number of instances of the class may be created. Instances of classes are also known as objects. In previous lessons, you created many variables. You are actually creating many instances of the relevant variable's class. For example, the datetime class defines all of the properties, methods, and events of a datetime variable. In this lesson, you'll create a brand new custom class of your own. To begin, open the My Project sample file from your Sample Files folder. And you're going to create a new class. Right-click on My Project in the Solution Explorer and click Add, New Item. Click Code on the left-hand side. Click Class in the central pane and name the class myClass.cs and click Add. Your new class appears in the Solution Explorer and its code is automatically displayed. You might remember that C#'s code behind files end in .cs, the same file extension as myClass.cs. That's because code behind files are classes too. An ASP.NET application consists of many classes cooperating with each other to produce the website that you see in your browser. Next, you're going to add a property to your new class. Click between the curly brackets after public class myClass and add the following code. Public int property. This code will create a new property in your class called intProperty, using the int data type. After you have created an instance of this class, you will be able to access this new property by using myClassInstance.intProperty. Next, you're going to add a method to your new class. Add a new line and add the following code. Public void add to property begin brackets, end brackets, begin curly brackets, end curly brackets. This code will create a new method called addToProperty. After you have created an instance of the class, you will be able to call the new method using myClassInstance.addToProperty. Now add the following code inside the addToProperty method. IntProperty equals IntProperty plus 1. Now the addToProperty method will add 1 to the value of intProperty whenever it is called. In this lesson, you created both your property and your method using the prefix public. Public means that the property or method is available within any instance created from the class. For example, the text property of a label control is a public property of the label class. If you'd created a property with the prefix private, it would only be available to code inside the class. In other words, it would be hidden in any instances created from the class. Public and private are called protection levels. You'll learn more about protection levels in Lesson 6.8. You can use classes to create your own objects when none of the built-in classes provide the functionality that you need. Before you can use your new class, you will need to create an instance of it. You'll learn how to do this in the next lesson. That's lesson 6.2. Close Visual Studio now, saving your changes if prompted. And you've now completed lesson 6.1. Create a class.